There's definitely dudes out there that like that kind of stuff.
That voluptuous woman.
Yeah. Why I'm dressed like this? You don't want to ask?
No, I didn't even ask. Why are you dressed like this, bro?
Okay. So our Lord and Savior, Andrew Tate.
Oh yeah.
Has been erased out of everywhere. I can't believe.
Isn't he back? Didn't he?
Has been erased.
Didn't he stream?
So he's been erased from all platforms other than Rumble.
Rumble. What's Rumble?
So Rumble is.
Did he make this app?
No. So Rumble is one of these platforms that I think Donald Trump spoke about before.
Oh, is it like?
It's one of those freer platforms where you can post wherever you.
Yeah, there was Truth.
Is it
the Truth
Twitter?
Did you read Truth some things?
Okay, so now Andrew is on Truth Twitter, and that's where he's streaming.
He's a big Trump fan, isn't he?
I don't.
No, I asked you. I knew. Because there's this video of him there's this video that I saw
who isn't a Trump fan?
I saw this video.
What kind of question is that? Who isn't a Trump fan?
My sister.
Why? What, doesn't she get the comedy?
She doesn't. No, she's heavily against the comedy.
Well,
So maybe no more Trump comedy around my sister. No more. Okay.
Fake news. Fake news.
Nah,
your sister?
No, I saw this video.
Your sister talks a lot of fake news.
But what was I saying?
We were talking.
Tate. Yeah, I saw this video yesterday of him where he was like essentially just like
he dissed KSI.
Damn, that's crazy. What a guy.
He dissed KSI about switching up on him, saying like, oh, he was all supportive when everything was up, and then when everything went down, he kind of like KSI.
Oh, did he? Yeah,
apparently, yeah. And then to add to the heat, Andrew Tate was like, I reckon like fucking Jake could slap the fuck out of you, like.
Yeah, but you can't say that after like someone disses you. You know, like that doesn't really mean anything.
Okay, back to my agenda. We want to free our Lord and Savior. We as the allegiance of Tate would like to free
you're on your own, bro. I'm here for the leftist gang.
I know you are. That's what I'm saying. I came with this.
Yeah, why are you saying we then? Why are you including me?
No, me and my legion.
Oh, you got no legion, bro.
No, the Tatosphere.
Nah. Oh, you part of? You mean the university?
Yeah.
Why are you saying we then? You're you're one of the sheep.
Because I'm my audience.
You're just one of the sheep.
A lot of my audience.
You're just one of the sheep, bro.
A lot of my audience.
You're one of the
sheep, bro. He's a man that's changing the tides of humanity. How can we be sheep when the whole tides of humanity are being shifted?
This video was like pretty. It was a pretty decent video that he made. Actually, he made some alright points.
I kind of want to drink my drink.
He was talking about like freedom and like how like human beings now are kind of similar to slaves back in the day, and like how obviously back in the day he would like. You know, everyone was like, "Oh, you can
see a comparison," but yes,
that's the point he was making. He was like saying, like the freedom now, like they were saying, you can have freedom, but you can't have freedom.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And like, if freedom now is like everyone's now just in a work shift, and it's still kind of very slave labor to the people at the very top.
You're still always going to be a part of the market before there wasn't even a fucking market.
Which is a very like fair point, I guess. Like it's like yeah, that does exist. It's like people do, but like at the same time, right? Like, do you reckon some people are just happy being slaves? Like, you know, some people got to be the slaves, right? Because most people you meet probably are happy being slaves. Most people I meet on a daily basis are okay.
When you say slave, that's a very rough definition of to them at least. They can't. I don't think people want to be defined by that.
I'm not saying they do, but if I were to describe them their slavehood, right?
Let's just say slave mentality, where you're willing to be okay to work under a whatever. And you're okay to just live a life that's sort of kind of
you go to work 5 days a week.
It's directed for you.
Yeah, 100%.
You're in a movie and
you're an ant. You're an ant in the cop.
You're NPC.
Yeah. You're like people.
You're extra. You're an extra.
They're more
you're an
people.
extra, and you're not a main character.
Yeah,
Or like a co-character.
Yeah, you kind of like might not get paid for this job.
Yeah.
You
do. You get.
Honestly, they might forget though. HR might forget. HR might forget. Yeah, but HR might forget. You know, it's just. Did you pay Johnny? Oh, wait, was that what extra was that? Was that he was eating a hamburger in scene 4?
No, it would be like Johnny. There was 4 Johnnies in the movie set. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Asian one or?
I think I paid him, and then you got email chains
No,
like 2 months later saying, I don't think I got paid for this job, and Johnny's fucking fuming, and his mum's going on the phone as well, and then you fucking dealing with her. It's fucking,
What's his mum gonna be like? Don't you need to get paid?
I didn't.
Oh,
she wasn't Asian. She was.
Okay.
She adopted. I don't know. I don't know why she's a racist. I don't know. Is she?
What?
Why she sound like that?
Who said
she's white, man? She's white.
She's white.
She's what adopted. She adopted the kid. She adopted Johnny Ray.
Okay. Sorry. My apologies.
Jeez, man. Like, that was just.
My don't need to.
That was just.
My don't need to get paid. She does it on purpose, like. She actually.
Anyways, what was anything about?
Okay. Yeah. Anyways,
because I have someone else that got cancelled this week.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put my mask on because I really want to drink. So before I leave this segment, let me just finish. We will bring our Lord back.
Okay. Woo.
Okay.
Anyway, have you heard of FN Mecca?
Yes, the AI thing.
Yeah. Have you seen he's got cancelled as well?
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they didn't pay the artist with the real voice. They didn't.
No, because he said the N word. And people weren't comfortable with AI saying the N word.
Okay. Well, but it is voiced by a black man.
Yeah, and they still weren't happy. They weren't happy with it, so he's cancelled now.
Okay.
And like
I'm sort of glad it's cancelled. He's cancelled though.
Did you not like his music?
Wasn't really vibing.
Not your thing.
Wasn't really my vibe, and I personally think, as much as AI, like they're saying, the future of music could be AI. The future of everything could be AI.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No shit, but like I still think
graphic design. You're up next.
I think there's still a level.
That's half the population. That do. I swear, half the people in the world do graphic design.
Well,
like if you ask every second person at uni, what do they do?
I mean, I did graphic design for like 2 years.
There you go.
And I dropped it because I was like, fuck graphic design.
Everyone does graphic design. Everyone is really good at designing graphics. And do you know what's really unfortunate?
Because
the robots are going to be better.
It's not about designing graphics. It's about, I think a lot of people that are like pursuers of art, they see graphics design as something a bit easier to learn in a good job.
I love your defense there. Pursuers of art.
Artists,
bro, pursuers of art.
Because I don't want to say artists, because not everyone is an artist.
I just love your bias, towards it, because it was you as well. You know, pursuers, us.
Because
I respect it. That's how I would.
I had 2 majors. One of the majors was that, and the other one was advertising. That's why I did it. I thought the advertising was like good enough in itself, but then I thought the alley-oop was the fucking graphics.
Yeah, I'm just saying
that means I could play a bigger role.
I'm not questioning your decisions. I'm respecting you for standing on the hill and saying, no, fuck you, I did this.
Yeah,
I will defend my pursuers of
art.
Why wouldn't I? I respect that.
I defend my cohort, all those purple-haired bitches, and all those weird guys that couldn't even speak to women.
As much as I gain nothing from this, and I've paid thousands of dollars. Fuck you.
See, I don't really look at debt like anything really, because as much as
you don't see it,
as much as it's you have to pay it back, to me it's almost like fuck you. It's almost like fuck you. I don't really. Why do I? Do you know what I mean? I would never. No. Let me explain it in this sense. I mean, I never stress about it. Like I know I have 40 grand of debt.
No. But imagine you had $500,000.
Huh?
Imagine you had $500,000.
Yeah, but to get to that point where I have $500,000 debt, right?
Yeah.
I've made a few choices to get there, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Right?
Yeah.
I would have had a lot more money to make those choices.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Right?
Yeah, no,
so I'd probably be okay, because the same amount of 40 grand debt to me now where
is worth the same as that would be.
As $500,000 would be fine.
You'd assume you'd have equity. You'd assume you'd have assets.
I wouldn't
you'd
rank
hope
up
you'd
that
have
debt with that.
You'd
Yeah, I would never. See, I'm not the type of person to get a loan or do anything like that. The only loan or debt that I put myself under was uni, and because I just kind of didn't know what to do at the time, and I was like, you know what, pursue uni.
I can't remember what I saw yesterday, but it fucking enraged me. But oh no, it was there was an ad.
Enraged you or enraged you?
Enraged, sorry. But like it was, I was watching. It was an ad that was like talking about like taking a loan out to like go like do something, and it was like a holiday type thing.
Right.
And I was like, that is the stupidest thing in the world. Like, if you're taking a loan out to do stupid shit like that, you're dumb. Hey, you're just not gonna make it. Hey, you're just gonna like you. Not to say that you don't want to enjoy yourself, because that's cool. I respect like people that like spend their money to enjoy life, because like that's what you should.
It should.
That's what you should be doing. But like when you don't have the money,
the
government's gonna catch up on you hella quick. Like they're ruthless, man. They're ruthless. They're not gonna let you do anything for the next 30 years, and then you can't do anything. It's fucked.
Yeah, I'm more okay with you using your fucking almost all of your money, your bare scraps just left over to go on holiday.
Oh yeah,
to
100%.
get a fucking loan.
100%.
So if you've got like fucking $3,000 saved and you want to spend it, and you need $2,500 for the holiday and $500 for like just whatever, like just to have for the little time.
Yeah, to continue when you get back.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
100%. You might even spend an extra 300 while you're out there.
Fuck it. Why not enjoy myself?
100%.
Because you're never gonna experience that.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless you fucking go on Bali. You go Bali every fucking year.
It depends though. If you got if you got rent to pay when you got back, maybe it depends how you feel. Like
that too. But I also just think it's based on what it is. Because if it's a new experience, I'm willing to spend way more money than if it's something like, oh, I'm going to Bali this year. When's the last time you went to Bali? Oh, every year since I've been 7.
Yeah. I've got to go again.
What's new?
Oh, there's a new fountain at the front of the hotel.
Oh, there's new Asian girls that
I was going to say, what level, like what kind of, how much money do you always want to keep in your bank account? Like, do you have a number like that you like? Not, and I'm not even speaking like right now. I mean, in terms of your idealistic, like yeah, like because like everyone's got a number that they probably want to keep, like
billions.
Just yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, but like, that sounds stupid because you're probably not gonna make that. I just don't think you're not trust me, I know you. You're like me. As soon as you make that amount of money, you won't actually enjoy the things you have to do make that money.
Oh yeah,
you will want to expend it.
What my idea?
Yeah, but billions is like billions. You have to dedicate your life to do.
In some sense, but is me. What my journey to me is creating some sort of empire where I will get to a point where I will have to focus on doing things, but my brand in itself will be allocated into so many different sectors, right? For example, clothing, this or that, I don't want to even expose too
much.
Lots
of sectors there.
I don't want to expose too much. Huh?
Listen.
What?
Yeah, continue.
Porn industry. No,
yeah. That's the big money maker. That's the big one. Yeah, that's the big one. That's the one that's getting close.
Cam
to
girls.
Yeah, that's the one that's getting close to the billions.
That's the foundation. Yeah. So yeah, I think
the amount of money you'd have to make billions now is like you'd have to have like you just have to have like stupid businesses. You wouldn't get it through entertainment. You wouldn't. Yeah, but you wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't get it that way.
That's what I'm willing to attempt to do.
But I don't think you would. I think you'd spend too much time on the creative process of everything. You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like the business side of it.
But there's plenty of people that still do that apply most of their time on the creative part and still earn close to that or can earn close to that based on just committing a little extra. Right on top of.
I don't think.
I think of some of those people.
Think about Drake, right? I think Drake's the best example, right?
Yeah, but
he doesn't keep billions in his account.
He does.
I don't think you have billions. You won't have billions. Billions.
No, I was just being exaggerated.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I was being just exaggerated when I said billions, but I'd like to have billions. I'd like to have billions, right?
Yeah.
But then it also to be in my account. They could be billions in terms of worth of what I have.
Well, that's different. That's not what I asked, though, is it?
Oh, okay. In the bank account. Okay, in wait, how comfortable? What age am I?
I would say your ideal.
I'm honestly wait. I'm comfortable to have probably 0.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because it depends. Like I said, if my money's working for me, then it's okay for me to have 0 in the bank account. Do you know what I mean? What I mean by that is like. I could go from 0 to like $1 million in a week, right? Because that week my shit got paid, all my shit came through, and then the next day I've reinvested it into things or paid off whatever.
Yeah, realistically, you probably don't want much money in the bank, like realistically.
Yeah, because you don't want to leave it.
I mean, it's not really making.
That's what you want things that run. You want businesses. You want things that run for you, and not just. And I think the issue with a lot of people is when they get a lot of money, they invest into one thing only, and it's like, oh, this is gonna make me money, and it's like, nah, you gotta try a lot of things. Like,
well, it depends. If it does make you money, then it's fine.
No, for sure. But if my first idea would be first get a lot of money, buy
Just get a lot of money. That's good first step, fellas.
I mean,
Hey,
once you get a lot of money.
just get a lot of money.
I was saying once you get a lot of money. I said once.
Yeah.
Once you get a lot of money.
You didn't say that.
Fuck you. Once you get a lot of money, right? You feel like you invested in a state.
My dad gave me a small loan of $1 million.
$1 million. If my father gave me, okay.
We didn't. Welcome back.
Oh shit! Welcome back
Rash.
to episode 92.
Yeah,
3.
ScumCast. I'm Rash.
I'm Blake.
Yeah, I was gonna say a last name there. Anyway. Alright, welcome back. We didn't talk about FM Mecca, so you don't like FM Mecca's music?
Don't really rate it.
Okay, so I was gonna say, but I sent you that AI beat the other week. That was fucking hard.
That
as
was
shit.
kind of cool.
That was crazy.
But I think that was fake.
What that guy? That
Yeah,
does,
the guy.
have you seen some more
No,
shit?
I haven't seen any more
Are you adding
shit.
dudes right now?
I haven't seen any more shit, but this is just a theory, right?
Yeah,
I listened to it. It just sounds like he did it.
Okay, but I mean, fair play if he did. Fair play. I think it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I respect that if he did do that. Yeah, but I still think
I think that was just a ploy to get people.
No, wasn't it? No, it was a rap. It wasn't,
but I
and
think
it sounded
he
no. It sounded like it sounded like a black guy.
I don't know.
It didn't sound like he.
Maybe he just paid a black guy to fucking rap over it.
That's his best mate.
That's his AI.
No,
He's like, these aren't real
No,
people.
because it sounded really.
These black people aren't real people.
It sounded
they're
really
AIs.
Kendrick Lamar-y. It sounded like it sounded like he. That's what like I remember seeing all the comments, and I don't know. Sorry to this dude who I don't have the video, and I'm not going to show it, and I'm not going to give him any credit whatsoever. Sorry, bro, but like I mean, apparently you faked it, so fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off that.
Theories say.
I'm gonna go off of what he said.
Strong
But I'm just
theories
saying,
say.
even though you sound like Kendrick Lamar. Hey, I still think the comments were saying he probably gave him a lot of Kendrick Lamar to listen to.
Yeah.
To sound like that, right?
For sure.
Like, how much do you think AI needs to take in to make a rap
A
song?
really good rap song. Depends on what you feed it.
No, but like, how much? You reckon like it's 3 minutes? What are they going to create from that? Because like, what I heard about AI, which is the weird thing, is that they teach themselves. So like
Right.
it's normally like
And it's learning at a different depth to us because it's learning the sequences of the things. It's like when he's coming at the raps. Normal human at first listening to something like that wouldn't even think about those things.
Yeah.
While that thing is thinking.
It's adding things together.
It's looking at the song in absolutely every perspective. Sonically, sequencing.
Well, once you give it all the options to
lyrics.
Once you give it every option, it can explore like every sub angle, of every element within seconds.
Yes.
So realistically, it can produce anything within seconds, and it can know what is sounding good compared to what they have been given as a like template. So they can be like, oh, this sounds really cool. This is a new version of it.
If you give it a 4-bar loop with the drums on it, just a 4-bar loop with the drums, like a.
It could create anything,
and
right?
with like something over, like.
Yeah.
If you just gave it that, I reckon you could make anything from it.
It's like password finders. It just goes through everything possible. It's like, and that's what I'm pretty sure that's what cracking passwords is, and it just learns it from like what is similar to what.
Just trying so many different like passwords and sets and numbers and things in sequence that. Like basically gets it from gets so much.
That's actually fucked to think about, right? Surely, right? Soon enough in the future, everyone's gonna have enough money to afford something that could do that. I could afford in theory, I could afford a computer or like a device that if I plugged it into a computer, it would type in every single sequence ever within seconds, right? Surely that's gonna be powerful enough within the near future. Passwords are gone.
Yeah. Oh, but ready?
Now there has to be
saying
face,
that,
there
but
has to
ready?
be-
I already cracked the code in my head. Ready?
What?
You make the password something that no one will ever want to write down.
It's just racist slurs as like
racist slurs, or just legit like I'm.
But it's a
or
computer.
on your passwords legitimately is like I'm actually gay.
and the
100. And don't forget the number. 100.
Do you know what's really unfortunate with this device? There's like things that you can like make it not type in.
Yeah.
And one of mine will be I'm not gay.
Yeah.
So I would never get the guy's password if it was I'm not gay. It would just because like I'm not.
I'm not.
Obviously, I'm definitely not.
Definitely not.
I'm definitely. Wait.
Definitely not.
You not?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not good. Yeah, that's good. Just making sure, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, bro. Yeah, not homo, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
But no offense to whoever is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if that's your thing, Keep
Yeah,
doing.
you do, dude.
You do, dudes.
You do dudes as well. Like, look, I think
I do dudes in different ways.
Do you know what I can't wait?
But-
I can't wait to be the dude that is awkward around a gay guy that just comes out as gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are you supposed to say when someone says that? I hate it. Like, I hate when people tell me that
Yeah,
they're gay.
what-
What the fuck do you want me to say?
No, well, I
don't give a fuck.
I seen an occurrence of someone coming out to some
Cool,
people
bro.
and them hugging him and being like, "Oh, great!" Like, no.
Like, well, just don't make it
That's-
awkward
no,
for
no,
me.
but
Like,
isn't
what am
that
I
it?
supposed to say? Oh, dude, congratulations.
Oh, come here, bro.
oh,
Oh, shit, for real?
oh shit, bro.
Oh, no, as soon as that person tells you a girl, like, oh, fuck yeah, look at my willy. You're looking at it differently now.
Oh, chief, you think I'm hot? Ha ha.
No, yeah, you're like, how could you gay, da? Can you tell everyone else that's gay? Oh, hope not.
Is your dad gay?
Is your dad gay? But yeah, I think you just I guess what they expect from you is to thank them, right?
Thank.
Thank them. Fuck.
For some reason, I'm
thank them. Fuck. I mean, congratulate them. Why did I say thank them? Thank you for being gay.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Someone has to
wait
do
a
it.
second. Holy shit. My brain said that, but if you actually think about it,
deep it,
it's the
you
truth.
deep it-
If you deep it,
if you deep
why?
it,
Why?
right?
You know why? Because if a gay guy comes up to me and goes, "I'm gay," I'll be like, "Thanks."
Why? Yeah, why?
Because two things, right? If he's gay, might mean he's attracted to you, so he might be nice to you and flirtatious, say complimentary
Yeah.
things. Women don't really give out compliments that often.
Oh,
right?
100%. Yeah, the gays
Right?
are nice to me.
Right, way nicer.
Yeah, gays are nice.
And then the second part is, right, he's not going to go for women now.
Yeah, that's one
That's
more.
one less competition.
I get it. I get it.
Hey,
Yeah.
from now on, when
We
a gay
thank-
guy comes
we
out to
thank
you,
you.
you
Yeah.
go, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Good doing business
Good
with
doing
you.
business for you.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's pleasurable. Hey.
By the way,
That's
I was going to say,
clean
I'm really paranoid
business.
at the moment that I didn't press.
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure I did. No.
Okay, good.
I'm safe. I'm safe, man.
Safer.
But anyway,
No, I think we should thank them from now on. If they tell us.
yeah,
Even if it's a girl. I mean, if it's a girl, it's still a thank you because it's like, let's have a threesome.
I was gonna say like because
Yeah.
that's like I remember like one of the best stand up
Threesome
one of the best stand up hours or set comedy specials is like Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones. You know the joke where he's talking about the car. I won't obviously talk about it. But he's talking
the
about,
car.
he's-
Yeah.
We're essentially talking about
The car
relationships
analogy,
between
yeah.
like gay people
Yeah.
and like the different like that's like really interesting. Like the like I love that because like he's so true. I don't know many lesbians that I get along with.
Yeah.
I don't know many. Hey,
Yeah.
like they're just like it's because it's like we're both interested, but we should. We're both like the most similar. You know?
I feel like you sort of get along with a lesbian if you think about it.
No, I don't. No, because that's the bis. That's the bees.
Yeah, but that's still
That's the bees.
that just means you got both. Like
No,
you're
the bees
still
are
a
that's what.
lesbian.
No, that's the point. That the bees are different, bro.
If
Are you
wait, so if you're
disregarding
just
the
lesbian-
bees?
wait.
Are you
I'm not
disregarding the bees?
I'm just
Are
saying.
you saying
No.
bees have to make a decision and be?
No, I'm not saying they have to make a decision. I'm saying they grab both. They
That's
get
what I'm
both.
saying. But they're
They
different
get-
to the elves,
They
bro.
get the best of both.
They're different to the elves,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
So are you saying bees
The
and elves
L's.
are the
Who's
same?
taking L's?
The elves.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how many elves do you get along with? So I don't take elves, so like.
Do I know any L's?
Yeah, do you know? Also, who the fuck's a straight L?
Yeah, just an L, just likes.
There's no
Just a girl that
because
likes
girls
girls.
are always because
It's
girls.
usually bi. Hey, yeah.
No, they're
that's-
not. No, they're girls that hate men. They're girls that hate men.
Yeah,
There's
you
girls
know
that
it.
hate us. I know the type. I was thinking who the fuck doesn't, but like, no, it's the difference. It's who the fuck. There's no gay. There's no straight girls. I don't think. Right? We're getting to a point where there's going to be no straight girls.
I know. Is there way more gay guys than lesbians?
More gay guys, but like then lesbians.
Because I know way more gay guys than
There's
lesbians.
more gay guys than lesbians because there's more bi girls than there is everything. Right? Because girls, every girl you
Probably.
meet is like, yeah, I'll fucking smell the
Yeah,
girl.
I always fucking finger my fucking sister.
Yeah, you're what? We've been
I always
friends for
finger
like
my
a week.
sister on OnlyFans.
Yeah, 100%. Because dollar's a dollar. You know? So I know, but yeah. So it's plenty.
Yeah.
There's plenty.
For sure.
Plenty of bees.
Yeah.
Not many bee guys. Because we're decisive. We're like, nah, we either want dick.
you kind of
we either want
decide.
dick.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like the
yeah,
gay, because I kind of think gays don't really like women.
And I feel like a lot of guys end up deciding, like even if they're bi, I feel like they almost bi for like a.
Do you know what's crazy,
like
right? This is really hypocritical about females as well. I just realized is that these women that say they hate men, but I swear the men that they're the most supportive of are the men that love men. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
They're more supportive of these. They're like, yeah, gay guys. They love gay guys, right? Like these, like ultra, like.
No, but they only
right?
like.
No, but
they only like the men that like the men that are like the women.
Yeah, it's so true because they. But no, those dudes.
They only like the womanly men.
No, but they don't. No. But I'm saying they like those womanly men love a big dude.
Yeah, but most of the time they don't end up with a big dude. They end up with a.
Do you reckon that? I think they want though. They want a.
Yeah, because I know a lot of my bi friends have told me that they've tried to get with straight guys purposely because it's like a game. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Or they want to assert that they're
you want to be the gay guy that converted to straight.
By the way, if put the other way is
bi guy. Sorry.
But like that, that's a bit.
I wanted to mention something that happened to me this weekend.
Okay,
weird.
I
went to just a little basketball session just to shoot some hoops with a friend, and randomly, I mean, it's at a park. It's at a park that's next to a big road. So I mean, cars always going by, and there's a playground next to it. So there was a family there. So like things are going on. Right?
Yeah. And you're not in the middle of like nowhere.
It's.
I think I know the one. I think I know the one. I know.
I may as well say it because it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Alexander Road.
Yeah, I know
that one next to close to the pub.
Yeah.
So we were playing basketball there, and then a guy on a bike randomly stops there, stares at us for a few seconds while he's seated on the bike while we play basketball, and then decides to just put his bike down and like sit on the bench. And I thought, oh, maybe he's just like resting for a second before he goes back to the ride, drink his water.
Yeah.
He drinks a sip of his water bottle, and then he just keeps staring. And he's staring. And he's staring. And
by the way, sorry, was it just you playing basketball? Or
no, me and one more person.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And he's just staring at us.
Yeah.
And he's locked, specifically me, because I can tell, because he's got his eyes locked on me.
Do you think it's because you were looking at him?
No.
Okay.
Because I was avoiding his gaze.
Doesn't seem like it.
Get it? Double entendre.
Yeah.
So as I was avoiding his gaze,
just
you
can't
mention
it twice. Though.
No, but you know when a freestyler does that shit when they're like, you come in the base, and then they're like, you hear that? Let me spit that again. Come in the base.
No, I wouldn't respect that. If I was in the base.
Oh, what's on the top of your head? No,
the second time he said it, I'd be like, all right, come on, move on. Baby, continue.
Okay. Anyways, so he keeps staring at us. And at this point, I don't say a word to the friend that I'm playing with, like, as in, like, why is that guy staring at us? But I kind of give him the look, like the smirk, like, or like this, or one of these.
There's a fucking weirdo on the bench.
My back is turned to the guy, and I'm facing my friend. I was like,
"Oh, fucking weirdo on the bench. We're gonna do something about this fucking weirdo."
I was like, "Let's get our cocks out."
Oi.
Anyways, he's staring at me with
good intent.
Look, there was a point in time where I went to grab the ball and it was near him, and when he looked up at me and I saw his face clearly, and I had my glasses on.
Yeah.
I saw his face clearly, and it was a lustful gaze.
Yeah.
It was quite a lustful one. It was ready. This was.
Yeah, you got to do the face. You got to do it the best.
I'll do it for you, and then I'll do it for the audience.
Well, do it for the audience first.
Okay.
Actually, do it for the audience first.
This was the gaze. This was the gaze.
Oh, okay.
Like the little smile, but
okay, but a bit like standoffish, standoffish,
bit creepy,
a bit,
right?
No, but also
especially,
like a bit timid, like kind of like a deer. Like if you were to throw something,
like he would be the bottom if we.
Oh, I understand. He's a bot. He's a bot.
Yeah. So, anyways. I went back to basketball, didn't say a word. We played for at least another 20-30 minutes. He watched us for 20 to 30 minutes. When we left is when he got back on his bike and left. Didn't say a word to us, just stared at us for most of the time for 20-30 minutes, just watching us play basketball.
How old do you reckon
we weren't versing each other.
How old were you? Do you reckon this guy was?
actually possibly my age.
Okay, interesting.
Or maybe a little older. Like maybe 26, 27.
No, yeah. So like, and what did he like look like? How was he
Skinny
dressed?
guy.
No, but how was he dressed? How was he presented?
Skinny guy dressed like a very NPC casual person.
Okay.
But had a helmet and a normal bike when he was riding.
Helmet.
Wasn't
helmet. If he didn't have a helmet, you probably fuck him, right?
Wasn't.
Would you fuck him if he didn't have a helmet?
No, he had to have a good mountain bike if he wanted me to fuck him. He just had a normal bike.
Was it like a like?
He just had a normal. He had a normal personal bike, which kind of told me that he was a retard.
Imagine. Imagine he had a like Xbox, BMX, BMX.
Start doing BMX shit around
and
trying to play basketball.
And he did have a helmet, but it was one of like the round ones.
The cool ones,
yeah.
Not the full helmet. It's the one that's like the you know
how quick would you fuck him? How quick?
You know the difference between the beanie where the beanie covers your whole head or the beanie that's just like the rubber beanie.
Yeah. How quick would you fuck him?
Oh,
like
I'd fuck
on site.
I'd get my friend convinced.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? I'd be like, let's bag this guy. Let's bang this guy.
Oi.
Let's fucking Tower of Pisa. Not Tower. Fuck.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower. Fuck me.
Let's leave Tower of. Oh no.
Pizza.
The pyramids. Oh no.
There was another thing I wanted to talk about. I wish.
How did that make you feel? No, how did that make you feel? Like thinking about it now.
I really try to ignore it. I honestly try to blur it out. Because in my head, I was like, I don't really care what his intentions are. Like I personally was like, I don't care. I wasn't fussed. Like I was.
So there was no ego from like there was no like, oh yeah, fucking he wanted me, maybe thing.
No.
Was there none of that?
No.
Okay.
There was more ego in me thinking that maybe he's just like actually just watching us play basketball because like we're actually decent.
Yeah. Maybe he had nothing else to do. Like maybe he was high as fuck.
Possibly.
And he's just like, wow, this is.
But he didn't look high as fuck. He just looked like a very strange guy.
Yeah. Okay. So the strangeness then put you off.
Yes.
Like if he was.
But
imagine
that was only for me. For me a second. For only a little bit because eventually I was kind of like I tried to zone him out. I think the person that I was hanging out with felt more weirded out, and I could tell that he wanted us to go, but I didn't give a fuck. Yeah. Because in my head I'm like, who cares if he's watching?
Yeah, ball out. Like, if anything, I'm gonna play better.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play better under pressure. Yeah. Like I'm gonna do.
Well,
more.
we weren't playing.
I know, but I'm still gonna make more shots. You think about it. I'm gonna make.
I'll be honest. I did do a little few when the ball was on the floor. Rainbow flicked it into my hand a few times. I bet you he was like this. He was like,
he's like underneath.
But anyways, this next thing I want to talk about, I don't want to show it to the audience because there's no point. I just kind of want to talk about it briefly with you.
Yeah, okay.
Wanted to show you something. Okay, so so just look at it. So this girl, I seen on Instagram, she did this thing where she went to a psychic that supposedly takes photos of you and reads your energy.
Do you want me to read this? Like myself, that sort of thing, while you talk? Or
yeah. Read it yourself.
No, but like, how much do you want me? Do you want me to read like this whole thing?
No, I don't read the whole thing, but just get the gist of what it is, right? The 3 pictures of the.
There's 3. This.
The 3 pictures within the one picture. The most important things is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get.
So in one of the pictures, there's a script that kind of defines all these different like adjectives, right? Is it all different adjectives? And it's like one, it's like left hand, right hand, and middle or some shit, and each of them defines something, right?
Her left tit is way bigger than her right tit. Do you notice that?
In real life?
Look at the image. Look at that. The scan. One tit's way off. Look at that left tit.
Isn't that just because of the angle of?
Look at that tit. Like that tit on her left is huge compared to her right.
Isn't that just because of like the? Isn't that just a projected fucking photo, dude? It's not of actually.
So she hasn't been scanned. Okay.
She has been. Her body's been scanned.
If her body's been scanned, then her tit is way off.
Oh, who knows, bro? You know what? Anyways, there's one photo of her and like. Behind her, there's like these shadows. They're supposed to be her guides, supposedly.
Yeah.
And then the last photo is of her like energy and different colors and variations of what and how much I guess frequencies at each or temperatures at each fucking thing. Anyways, I was looking at that and I was wondering like, because I have actually been interested in a lot of stuff recently. We're reading on spiritual things, on voodoo things, on different religions and like different historical medicines and da-da-da. I've just been researching a lot of avenues of spirituality, psychology, philosophy, just been looking at things, right? And I kind of want to, looking at these things, I kind of almost want to believe some, and I kind of don't know what to think of some. Like, how much do you think, like, chakras and energy and that is, like, real?
None.
Okay.
But I don't, like, on an actual
No,
level,
I'm just asking.
Zero,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's like zero.
I
don't mind.
I think 30%. I think 30%.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't think anything at all, but because the only reason why I think that is because you can change.
No, you can't change. But I think your different energies. I think different energies apply. You know what I mean? Like, I think there is different energies.
And I still
just like there is different emotions within you, right?
Yeah.
That kind of, I link it all because the way I kind of see things is I read into so many different things. Like right now, I'm reading a book on Taoism.
Can I say a couple of things about her?
Oh, she's a fucking. If I'm gonna be honest, from her Instagram photos and all that shit, and the fact that she has an OnlyFans, she's a businesswoman. You know what I mean? Like,
I just respect the caption "So dope you'd overdose."
Right?
Fucking
right?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, she got bars.
So but also like she's gonna be one of the girls that's gonna try and ruin you, which I respect.
Like, Oi.
She's open about it.
By her face. That's a. I'm going to fuck up your life.
Yeah,
but I'm going to give you the best sex and pussy.
That's what girls do, right? Like they're those crazy ones.
And do you know how you can tell she's? You know how you can tell she's good as well? She has a killer ass and the perky titties. Those ones, shorter, perky titties, killer ass.
Do you know what it is though?
Like,
she's either going to be in bed.
Blue eyes as well.
She's either going to be a 10 or a 0.
Blonde with blue eyes.
She's either in bed. She's going to be a 10
but
or a 0.
But not a natural blonde.
Think about it, right? You don't. I don't.
No. I could I could tell when there's a girl that's showing herself off as a fuck machine and a slut, and I could just tell that she isn't. That she's actually just more like like this, but she just kind of portrays it like someone we knew once. Mm-hmm. But this girl, I could tell.
I think right.
By her eyes, you could see by her eyes, Chico. You can see by her eyes.
I think you can be fooled though.
You can be fooled, but I can.
I get what you mean though.
This one specifically, I can tell.
Because
I get the vibe.
Because sometimes you get women who. Like, because it's actually the same. It goes to men as well. Like, for some, like, we don't talk about this, but like, the men who are in the most amount of power in the world, they all love to be dominated in the bedroom.
Yes,
they love it. They love it. Because they fucking love it.
It's the counter of what they feel every day.
Yeah, they love it. So like,
it's the polar.
So sometimes
it's the polar opposite.
So sometimes it's like normally like the women who are like you find a bit maybe like some would maybe consider jarring. You know, maybe she's a bit of pain in the neck because she's like because
she's always breathing down your fucking
neck. But she's the worst. She's that's what she is because what she actually wants is the opposite. She wants all the work done for her, but in that bedroom because in the real world she's doing it all. She's the mum. She's doing all this shit. That's why.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm saying. You're looking at a different type of girl.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that.
The previous, your affiliation, an example right there is affiliated to the person that we do want.
No, I was talking just about. I was just talking about.
There's that type of girl that's dependent.
Because men are the same. Men are the same.
Dependent, but is also dependable in ways that you need.
Men are the same.
While this girl seems like just the type to burn you out.
Yeah, no, men
in every way.
But men are the same.
You know what I mean? Burn you out as in like. Burn your fucking nerves, but you stay with her because once she burns your nerves, you get into the argument because that's what she wants. She'll be like, let's fuck, and then you fuck the shit out of her. It'll be the best sex ever, and she'll be a fucking cum whore, you know. She'll be the type that'll be like, just fucking slap the fuck out of me, come on my face, and then when you come on my face, she won't just give you the don't come on my face. Yeah, no, she'll give you the whole fucking.
Her eyes will be open. The biggest jump in indication in that sense for me is she does it with her eyes open. She doesn't.
She's welcoming the pain.
She doesn't.
She's like, roll with me. I'm here for this.
and like she's ready for it. Like I respect. Like that's a big distinction because look, I'm not gonna judge you if you want to close your eyes when I'm fucking squirting this shit out like 30 miles an hour at you.
The difference between a girl that is received like this, she's like this.
Like it's
and she's like, and
she takes damage. She takes damage.
Her posture is like
she takes
armored, right? Armored. While ready for this slide, ready for this slide. No. Not only is she squeezing her boots together like this, she's like this, and she's probably saying discriminatory things like "fuck me, father" or some shit like this. Like some blasphemy, non-religious. You shouldn't be saying "fuck me, father." What if
crazy?
What if God hears that? But yeah, I just really wanted to.
I don't think God will give a fuck.
Yeah, but who knows?
God will be like,
I think God cares about everything.
I think God's not alive.
I think
God's not real. So.
Okay, well, with that's a perfect segue into this topic of Rick and Morty new season coming.
Yeah, I saw that. That would be kind of cool. I've not watched Rick and Morty in ages.
Neither.
So that would be
interesting.
To like give a nice
I hope
little watch.
the writing maintains itself and.
Rick and Morty is one of those shows which like is really divisive between people because you can't say you like it because people will be like, oh, you're Rick and Morty, but you can't say you don't like it because then you're like, oh, it's like you can't win no matter what. So I just don't talk about it. I don't talk about it because it's like one of those weird things.
No, I'm welcoming the hate of anyone that talks shit about it because to me, I fucking love it. And yes, it.
But people think.
Look,
no, you gotta admit that. Wait.
There is
you gotta admit that those people that are like those people that are super like super nerdy about it. You gotta admit they're a bit fucking weird, right?
Not even just nerdy about it. I don't think the nerdiness and the love of it the problem is. I think it's when you become an elitist and associate yourself as because it's like this.
You're gatekeeping.
It's not only you gatekeeping, but it's like this. It's like saying not everyone understands all of Theo Von's jokes.
Yeah. It's like some people aren't trying to understand it. Some people
right, you're not trying to look deeper and trying to look at every phrase of what someone said and remembering the previous episodes. You're not going that deep, right?
Do you know
it's true because you actually need to do that for that show in order for you to understand it all and really, really
some
enjoy
people
it
just
all.
want to show.
But some people just want to
Some people just want to flick on season 3, episode 12 and be like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Funny thing. But they're not thinking, oh, this is funny because in episode 2 of season 1 they made this. Like they're not thinking that way. And I like cool. Yeah. Like you're allowed to do that.
Well, for example, like it's a level of what kind of fan you are. For example, when he was little Rick and he was listening to that Elliott Smith song and he was like, oh, he didn't have to die so young. I wanted to learn what the song was. No. I wanted to learn what the song was and I looked it up. You know what I mean? Like I'm interested in understanding what he's talking about. And then when you read about Elliott Smith, it's like he killed himself, blah, blah, blah. Or died somehow. I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure he killed himself. But he was he was a really good musician. And anyways, it's like it depends on what level of commitment you want to give a show.
100%.
That's all it is.
Yeah. And you've got to.
I just think it's a problem when someone's like, "Oh, you have to be a different level of smart to understand it." It's like, no,
not really.
You can't. I guess there is.
No, it's not.
Jokes,
no, it's not. You're literally just putting all your XP into it. You're just putting your XP into that. That's you're picking your points in Rick and Morty, which is fine. Do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting all my points in Rick and Morty. You know what I'm saying? My Rick and Morty meter isn't at a full 100%.
Yeah.
I know quite a lot about Rick and Morty. If you tell me about any episode, I'd probably remember it.
Yeah.
I've watched them all a couple times.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be
you're not gonna remember everything. Yeah.
This joke,
and the theories and the jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, the theories is when it gets too far for me. And with any show, theories get too far.
See, I'm invested in only a few shows where I start theorizing, and there's one show that.
I like coming up with my own theories.
Yeah.
But I won't ever.
For sure.
I won't ever be like, what's this theory?
I don't mind going into other theories that I think are really good. Why wouldn't I?
Because then I'm making up. It's not real.
Or expanding.
It's not real.
Yeah, well, you never know.
No, but it's not.
That's the fun part of a theory.
It's actually not. It's actually not.
That's the fun part of theorizing. Just like debating. Sometimes debating may lead you so far from the point that you've lost it. but you may get to a place where
no, so okay, I agree.
Just like
I agree. No,
theorizing.
I agree with like art, and I agree about having the conversation, and I think it's good. I think it's encouraging. Let's say, for an example, when you look at an art piece,
Yes.
you want to probably like theorize about what
one person would
I
say,
agree.
"Oh, this looks like."
But
blah, blah, blah,
I
this
fully
looks like-
agree with that. I don't agree when like with TV shows, it's when like everyone's doing this calculation thing, where it's like, well, because he said this, he feels this way about this person because he feels like this. It's like I'm okay with theories when you're talking about it in a theory sense.
Yeah.
But when people are saying like, this is how he feels because of this, and this is like happened to this, and they're just picking their moments, even though there are definitely moments that are probably like are counterintuitive towards that.
Yeah.
It's just like pointless. It's like, don't go that deep with things. Maybe say, okay, I think like in this situation.
But why? What's so wrong with going that deep into something? If you really enjoy it, what's so wrong with inventing new theories of something else? Like, there's been moments. Let me explain. I feel like there's been moments in media where people's theorizing ended up creating a movement or enough of a demand for something that a new show or a new movie or a new series was created from just the theorizing.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was gonna ask
So
you.
the
No,
artist-
I was
so
gonna
that's
ask
almost
you
like
though.
the artist's
But
interaction and negotiation
that's
with the
literally
fan.
what I was about to ask you. Right? Say, for an example, you made an album.
Uh-huh.
And then a fan like takes all your theories out of it and like what they predict, like think your theories are from it.
Yeah.
And they make a second thing off of it.
Right.
How would you be with that?
Appreciative.
You okay? Cool. No.
Someone's taken the time to dwell so deeply into something which I may have not even seen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I have done. You know how like you might sometimes do things unconsciously and you have been doing it for years, and then someone brings it up randomly and is like, "Oh, why do you do this all the time?" And you're like, "Oh,
Yeah. I just do it. Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
right." So it's something okay. For example, in an album, someone's like, "Oh, did you like realize that in each of the tracks at fucking just at the ending of each track, it ends like this or that's added to it, and all the words arrange into meaning this," and then you're like, "Holy shit, I didn't mean this."
Yeah.
But that's kind of cool. And then in the next album, I take that theory and I expand on it, which will make the fans love it because it's like, holy shit, they saw something and then I saw something in it. Obviously, didn't follow the idea fully through, but I did it to the point where they could at least be like, ha. Like a lot of, and I take note of that from a lot of manga artists. Like a lot of people that create anime that eventually, obviously they do the manga first and then the anime gets adapted from it. But a lot of these manga artists have done these things.
Yeah. Okay.
Have followed, have interacted with because they've had an ongoing fanhood for, some have for 10, 20 years, right? It gets to a point where sometimes what the fans say and feed into might not make you go exactly that way, but might feed an idea where it's like, I'm not going to do that with that character, but I might do that with this character.
Okay.
Or in a different sense where someone's like, let's say I make an album and I experiment with some stuff that I don't think everyone's going to like, but that ends up being the most liked thing. Now in the next album, I'm much more comfortable to do that. Not the whole album. I'm not going to do the whole album, but I'm much more comfortable to even explore or even just be like,
yeah, no, you made a good point.
You know what I mean?
You made a good point.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good. I think that's fair. I do still think it's a bit gay if you do it with Rick and Morty.
Unless you make something out of it. Unless you make something out of it.
I was just making fun of Rick and
Morty. Unless you dress up as Rick and Morty. Unless you dress up as Rick and Morty and have gay sex. Gay.
That's me taking it to the next level. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to take it to the next level with Rick and Morty sex. There's Rick and Morty porn, surely.
For sure.
Yeah, Beth is getting fucking railed. Yeah, let's have a look. I was going to say, while you're onto that, because I get really annoyed. There's this TikTok recently that's been going around, which it kind of went wild because it blew up because it was essentially a dude ranting and raving about how like no music is original anymore and no TV shows and movies are original anymore.
Yeah, it's
and
just,
like how it's all generated.
There's definitely Rick and Morty porn.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch a bit after?
I mean,
no, I mean on the pod. No. But no,
on the pod.
Yeah, well, we can get some up. We can have some live reactions.
It's just gonna be like summer, like it's gonna be noises of summer, like sucking dick.
Maybe we'll put the noises off.
But why? What's the point of watching it?
Because I kind of want to see what it looks. Okay,
I was just gonna show you the. Like,
okay, yeah.
the highlights. You know what I mean?
She's really sucking it.
It's
How
not,
good are the animations? How good are the?
It's just that. You know what I mean? They're constantly doing a repetition.
Yeah, honestly, that's where I was never a fan of that.
That ain't summer.
Not a fan of that.
That ain't summer.
I need better animation than that. Come on,
dear summer. I know you gonna miss me.
Surely someone's got to invest in that.
Yeah.
Someone's got to invest in that
in crypto.
No, anyway, back to my point. While I was talking
to
about.
your point. Yeah.
So yeah, this TikTok went big and crazy because they were essentially saying, yeah, music, like there's no original music. It's all the same produced shit, and same with movies, same with TV shows. Mm-hmm. And this idea really fucking pisses me off because it's like music, for an example, right now is in the best state it's ever been in.
Oh, 100%.
Because when people say there's no original music, you are part of the problem.
Right.
You're just not looking for it.
Right.
Do you know what fucking pisses me off so much? Is when someone says to me, right? When someone says, today's music isn't like this year, da-da-da-da-da, or back when I was young, da-da-da. Yeah. That's bullshit because you can go find music that is similarly made to that back then. Because there will be other artists out there that make music because they're inspired by that music.
And not only
the only thing is, they haven't fucking tried to listen to it.
Right.
They haven't tried to find it. They haven't even gone, what am I looking for? 90s soul. Right. And just Googled it.
Yeah.
And then thought, wow, there's a new artist that I've got like... And I'm so fucking annoyed by it because it's just like, you didn't even try. Right. You're just listening to what's big and you're like, oh, this sounds trash. It's like, don't listen to it then. Yeah. Don't listen to it.
Well, it's a lot of people that just listen to radio and mainstream stuff.
And it's the same with... I heard, though, it's the same with movies. People will, like, shit on mainstream movies nowadays because it's like they're trying to hit, like, certain demographics and they just do certain things.
Don't watch mainstream movies then.
There are so many movies being made out there.
Like, my mum especially is a fan of so much of, like, European cinema. Like, she watches Swedish,
but like
fucking...
everyone... Think about the amount of different, like... what are they called? Like Netflix, streaming services. Yeah, streaming services. There's so many different ones now, and they're all trying to make their own money. Like, you probably don't want to watch the big ones that are coming out at the highest level because maybe they are not what you're looking for. Yeah. But you can go find like really deep stories that were made by like some random dude in the fucking middle of Japan, and they're probably really good. Yeah. Like, you know, you might enjoy it, but like you don't even try. It's just like, wow, I don't want to watch the fucking Parasite.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
that movie was sick.
Apparently, it was. Yeah.
Oh, have you not seen it?
No, I've not seen anything.
It's just I reckon you actually might like that movie because it's very like.
I'm not saying I don't. I generally enjoy movies.
It's very deep and very political.
I generally enjoy movies. It's just I just don't ever. Do you know what my problem with movies is? I look at it, right. So say it's a random Tuesday. Maybe it's a Tuesday, and I'm like, I've got some time, and I'm like, do I want to watch a movie? I'm like, 2 hours, 1.5 hours.
Do you watch shows?
Not really. 1.5 hours.
You do watch.
No, yeah, I do. No, but 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Oh, I don't have 2.5. Like 2 hours.
You watch 3. First of all, you watch Love Island, which is usually an hour or so, right?
I don't. But
watch 2-3 episodes in a row for sure, which is about 3-4 hours. So you're lying already.
Dude, no, I agree. I know I'm lying, but I don't. When I sit down, when I sit down, I'm not like, oh, do I have 2 hours? I probably don't have 2 hours.
No,
right?
I know what you mean. But you don't feel like watching a long form story.
No, it's not.
Oh, when is the ending?
No, that's not it. I generally sit here and think I don't want to be doing this in 2 hours, right? And then, but I will watch a show and then I'll watch 4, and then I'll be like, wow, it's been 2 hours. Okay. That's the stupidity. So I'm agreeing with it.
So you just need to be like baby fed. So you'd prefer a movie. It was like if someone was like, oh, it's 4 parts to this movie.
Oh, dude, I'd be so down. If it was a 4-part, I'd be so down to watch it then because I'd be able to.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'll watch one part on Monday. The next part, I was
creating 4 arcs for a movie.
Do you know what would be stupid though? I would literally go. I'll watch one on Monday and then the next day, so on and so forth. But on Monday, I'd watch it and I'd watch 3 episodes.
Do you know what?
That's what I would do.
You know what I've really thought about recently, which I think will be a very. No, I don't know how much of it can be said to be a very new idea, but I haven't really seen it used so much recently, right? But on Twitch, I haven't been as active on Twitch recently. I've been on sometimes.
Shame on you.
But now that I have been on Twitch, what I've been doing instead of just doing a beat or just doing like talking to people about their beats
playing
and
Minecraft
breakdowns or whatever. No.
Also, respect to Minecraft Breaking Bad memes on TikTok. I respect it.
Watch Breaking Bad first.
No, but there's just a community on TikTok of Minecraft Breaking Bad memes, and they combine the two things, and it's like literally. I went on TikTok today, and the first 5 videos were all those, and I respect the community. I'm a strong member. Anyway, continue.
as I was saying, what I've been thinking about was because I've started already doing it on Twitch, but I thought about posting it on Instagram, on Instagram obviously, and TikTok and stuff. Like once I become a bit more consistent with it, but I've started making a song on the Twitch, so basically a song from scratch.
Yeah.
So I did one night of just legitimately. So I made the beat. Did a freestyle over it. I changed some words. I wrote some things down, changed some words, and then I posted it. But it's only a 1 minute song.
Yeah.
So on Twitch, I'm doing a 1 minute song.
Yeah.
And just so basically from scratch to show people like that you can make like a 1 minute song.
Yeah.
From scratch, from just like depending on the day, what I feel like making different types. Like the first one that I made was like a singing hook, and then like a two verse like 8 bars.
Yeah.
So only a minute.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, I was like, that could be that in some sense could be the future.
That could be. Do you know what you could do, right? This is good, right? Because you can market it on every single platform.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. Do it all on. There's a couple of things I would just recommend.
Make it on Twitch. No. And then cut it.
No, but also just so for an example, with the type of beats that you'd have to have is for an example, first 5 seconds, no like talking. Because what you would do, you would make the entire song, the entire TikTok, or the entire reel, or everything.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm squashing this.
Then there's also just like song in a minute, part, whatever. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Whatever.
Twitch, and then that's what I'm doing in Twitch.
But also, that's also an incredible library.
Exactly. It's creating a 1 minute song catalog.
And also you have it everywhere.
Some people would like it.
Yeah.
And some people want. And do you know what I'm saying? And the thing about 1 minute songs, Will.
They have to be under a minute though. They have to be under a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'll constrain myself to that. But that will also make, you know what people hate the most? And you know what makes people go back to an artist? Is when they listen to a song that they like by the artist and it's short.
Oh yeah. No,
Songs
are getting that way, man. Songs are getting that way. It's a joke, but like
one of my favorite XXX songs, I think is very short.
Dude, songs are getting that way now. Like you just want a quick minute. Like think about the attention span of people. Songs for 3 minutes are too long, bro. Why are songs 3 minutes? Bro, my dumb brain can't keep up for 3 minutes. Make it fucking 30 seconds. Make me fucking erect for 30 seconds rather than be bored for 2.5 seconds, then making me erect for 30 seconds.
Bro, there's plenty of songs.
I'd rather just be erect.
30 seconds or a minute that you're like, damn, I wish that was longer.
But you don't. You don't want it longer.
You can't.
Because you don't want it longer, man.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. And you just don't understand. And
that's what I'm saying. 1 minute is perfect nowadays with people's like legitimate like ADHD and not being able to not even just ADHD, but like legitimately the climate that we're in. It's like people can only
they want entertainment now,
right? Yeah. And TikTok's you don't want the TikTok to be you don't want the song to be too short, where it's like 30 seconds. 1 minute is
that
perfect.
will work on TikTok still.
It would, but that for the like just as a promo, people still want a 1 minute song.
Also, one of the biggest parts about TikTok is sounds. Like people using your sound. It's like a huge way of being found. It's like by having a viral sound. Like, well, that's what generally a lot of people even try to do. They try to make generic sounds just so they blow up that way.
That's what I'm saying. And what's in a 1 minute song? If I just do a hook or just a few bars, it's perfect. Within those few bars, you can do something real short, do something precise, do something that's catchy enough. It's not real. It's not a whole song, really.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And I thought about that a lot.
That'd be a good idea.
That'd be a good idea
to have that as to have your own like TikTok to that as well, like one account.
That's what, because you were talking about me doing a TikTok, and I was like, what would I actually post? And I was like, because the way I see my business working is, I want everything to connect. I want everything to feed into each other. I want one thing that I'm doing to somehow feed into another thing. And so that's what I'm thinking. If I do a song on Twitch a night, I can cut it the next morning and post it on TikTok as a short of just quickly like speeding through the process of like, so I'd make it like maybe 1 minute and 30 seconds, right, on TikTok. The first 30 seconds is me going through the process quickly. Like,
that wouldn't, honestly, you don't even want that 30 seconds. You want like 5, 10. Yeah, no, 5, 10. Okay. I literally jump cut.
Yeah, jump cut. Okay, 5-10 seconds of jump cuts.
We were literally talking about this the other day. You're overestimating the amount of time 5 seconds is.
Yeah, true.
Like you're thinking 30 seconds is short. No, it's not. 5 seconds.
Yeah, maybe I the amount of information. Maybe I make the song a minute. Maybe I make the song a minute, but the TikTok cuts even less. So I only show half of the song almost.
Yeah, but no, you could do it all within a minute easily. Like, dude, trust me. Like, it just has to be concise editing. That's all. That's all that like the internet is nowadays. Is really, really concise editing. Jump cut here, jump information in your face. Because as soon as you let your tempo or speed or anything dip, gone.
Yeah.
That's half your viewers gone.
Yeah.
So it's constant. That's what you have to keep things at. And
Yeah, because I always see things
That's
whenever I start something, I want to have an archive of things. That's what I have a mentality of. I have a collector's mentality. So whenever I start something,
I agree with you. I love
collecting.
Yeah.
For example, like my poems on that Instagram, I always go back to mention that. But that was the first thing that I really archived. Now I have.
Do you
other
think
things.
a lot of people
now
like that with
beats.
things? Like, but a lot of people, everyone loves that, right? I think people just don't think about it the way you probably do, right?
Yeah.
Is that if, say for an example, with your poems, you can obviously go back and you can look at all of them and you can be like, oh, look at like. But think about it when you have 3.
Or I could use them.
No, but also just think about it when you had 3.
Yeah.
You weren't thinking, oh, look at all this have. But people don't think about like the way you feel now about it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, look at this cool archive that I have. You know, like people will think, oh, I only have
I've always been like that because.
But I think everyone is like that once you get to that stage. It's more so having the hindsight to go, okay, I'm going to start archiving all this so I have it.
Well, right? Exactly. So I've acknowledged it because even from a kid's point of view, I always archive things. I always kept things. I always collected things. It was just in my genetics. My granddad was really bad. One of my granddads was a really bad hoarder.
Godwin creating Rasho.
Yeah, a little bit too
collecting
much.
Things.
Collecting things. So with the poems, and then there's like now I've got like 500 and something beats. Out of those 500 beats, I've always, whenever I've made a good drum beat or just a good sample that I've made or shifted, I always save them as well.
Yeah, okay.
So I've got archives of like at least.
Do you have that on a hard drive? You need that on a hard drive.
Yeah, I'm going to put it all on a hard drive.
I was going to say, if it's just on a computer, I'd be safe.
It is, but I'm going to put it all on a hard drive.
Get a big hard drive.
But anyways, I have all of that. So so sometimes I'll use old drum beats from old beats that didn't really work as beats, but I'll use it on a new one that sounds perfect. So I continuously archive things. Like for example, I have 4 like whole 90-page written fucking books of rhymes.
Yeah,
just because every day I write at least 3-4 pages of rhymes a day.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's constant that I'm constantly collecting all this back catalog that I can always go back to when I need to for the music.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
well, that's what Russ has preached the most, right?
And that's the number one thing I follow is, obviously what Nipsey said was it's a marathon. That's the main concept is it's a marathon. But what do you need in a marathon?
It's an ultra marathon, bro.
It is. But what you need in a marathon is, I guess, persistence and I guess perseverance in the music sense.
Almost deliriousness. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, but in the music sense, persistence is a catalog. It's a constant working at something. Yeah. Constant. Like I've legitimately spent, I'd say, in the amount of time I drive in my car, I'd say I've spent 60% of it freestyling.
Within the last however many years, obviously?
2 years.
Yeah.
I've legitimately... It's a
good habit to get into.
Oh, because... And sometimes, some days I don't really feel like it and it doesn't come natural. Some days, the first thing I want to do when I get inside the car...
Yeah, you're thinking of something before
Oh, no, not even thinking.
No, but like you're probably like... You're walking towards the car like ready to go.
I'm almost vibing because I'm like... Oh, today I feel like, or sometimes I'm not feeling it, but a beat will come on and it will just like, I won't even I won't even try to come into it. I'll just come into it because it just felt so right and the words came to me before anything. And obviously the more I do it nowadays, like there was a time where I calculated it based on how quickly I could get into the flow of killing a whole song.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
As in, so when I first started, so I'd go for a coastal drive. Altogether, that drive would be about 40 minutes, right? When I first started, it took me about 20 minutes or 25 minutes to get into the full flow. By the time I was close to the beach and going down that road, I would start being able to almost fill in the whole song.
Yeah.
Nowadays, after 2 years of constantly doing it, within the first 2 minutes, I can get into
you're straight into it. Like
I can finish a whole song without fucking up any
I imagine,
words.
you know what I was just thinking there? I was just like, it would be kind of cool, you know, when you're getting to the beach, that's when you flow it, like, you know, the beach. But then you're like kind of in this position where like you're driving, you're already there.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
that's,
wait, like,
but
yeah,
that's how
I'm
I
not even
measured
at the beach yet. I'm not
yeah,
even at the beach.
but that's how I measured it was what location I'm at by the time I start driving and putting the beat, or which beat it was. Usually by the third or fourth beat I was in. Now by the first beat sometimes I'll be in, or by the second one at rarest, or by the midway of the beat. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends now. But like, that's kind of like how I see the progress in that, at least.
Yeah,
so that's still archiving as well, but archiving by distance almost.
Time, time for like to like
how quickly I can.
Well,
get into it.
it's something where like I think you always want to find things like that.
Yeah.
And you always will find the nuances that you're improving at.
Yeah.
Because like you always see, like, it's the same with anything. It's
Yeah.
like it's like, oh, I may be doing this, but this area is doing this. I need to track this.
Yeah.
And I need to actually work to see, and like people don't look back, man. People don't look back. People like, the problem is that
I don't really like looking back.
No. See, that's where you should. It's fucking brilliant to look back, because you got to sit here and think, fuck, where was I 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Because that is what makes you that makes you feel like that gives you the next 10 years.
But that gives you the next. That sense, I look back in that sense. I don't like looking back too much. I'm not the type of person.
I don't think anyone is. No one is.
A lot of people. There's a lot of dwellers. I've met a lot of dwellers,
but not people that are actively doing.
No, I've met a lot of
I don't
dwellers.
think people that are actively
I've
doing
met
are
people
dwellers.
that
I
are
think
actively
generally,
doing, but dwell on the past, and that's why they're actively doing.
No, I think actively doing is good.
Yes, but you know how there's a difference between, it's like some people say, it's like some people are stuck in the future, some people are stuck in the present, and some people are stuck in the past. Like, some people...
Who's stuck in the future?
Stuck in the future as in, like, your thoughts are more future oriented to the point where you can't even be present.
Oh, okay,
because you're always
that's
thinking
actually
about
behind.
the
Yeah,
next
I get what you
right?
mean. Yeah.
While being a person, that's
I can't even comprehend that weirdly.
Focus on the present is being focus on the present is obviously just being like here. While past is like, you're in the moment, but you're not, because you're like, oh,
you're thinking
this
about
used to
what
be
I
a bit
could
better when we used to hang out before, or why isn't it like we was yesterday?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
You know what I mean? Or fuck, I wish I felt the same way I did 5 years ago. You know, or a person that really just loves dwelling on the past, like going back on their old photos and being like, man, remember when fucking Derek used to fucking bash fucking Mary?
Preschool kids at the front of the school?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. I like watching them.
Yeah.
Like squirm.
For show. Before we go, because I think we're basically mostly done.
We're done this week. This is it.
No.
I've got one question real quick. Who's winning tomorrow, bro? KSI or fucking?
Or the two guys he's versing.
The two
Is
guys.
he versing him both at once?
Nah, they're both three guys in the ring.
Are you
like
serious?
KSI's left hand for one, right hand for the other.
No, but
only allowed to fucking fight like this.
No, obviously not. But
I have no idea, dude.
Okay.
No idea.
It would be funny if it was 2 against 1.
It's definitely not two in the same.
Oh, it's 2.
Yeah, because they're not like wearing head things. So it's like proper boxing.
Okay.
It's like
Speaking of fighting, I want to congratulate my favorite actor, Tom Hardy, on winning 2 gold medals in BJJ,
cool.
in non-gi and gi.
No, that's cool.
I just thought it was very interesting. I thought he got into the sport, and he's actually a high belt. He's not just a low belt.
Seems like the type of guy that would be.
Blue belt.
Seems like the type of guy that would be.
Right,
into
interesting fucking character. I love Tom. So shout out to Tom for that. And the last thing I wanted to do was give myself an ego boost and say that all the boys at work have been recently telling me that I should do stand up or do skits, do some sort of comedy.
Okay.
Because they just recently at work, I've been having people collapse.
Oh man,
I've been having people do this.
I'm happy for your work. I'm really happy for you at work.
Have you ever heard of a guy be the king and the jester at a workplace?
I just honestly, I
hold 2 titles.
All I can say is I'm very proud for you and very happy that you at work are happy.
Oh, my work environment is so good. I keep building on my comedic fucking essence, and it's just and the way
I'm happy for you.
And the way I'm reaching all fucking ages,
all demographics,
all
they're all ticked.
Well, not really all demographics, because
not many females,
women there.
Yeah,
but the age range I'm hitting.
The guys love me, man. The guys love me.
Some of the 50-year-olds are like, I'm making them. Some of the 50-year-olds,
he's on it.
I'm shortening their lives.
They're like,
I'm shortening their lives.
Did you hear Rash on Thursday? Fucking.
It's rad at work.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's a bit.
Yeah, rad.
I'd try to.
Some people call me radical.
I'd try to convince
Some
them.
people call me radical.
I'd try to convince
for
them
a reason.
away from Red.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because you know why rad fits? Because rad in Serbian means work. So I guess it fits. It's my work name.
Yeah, that's fair. That
means work.
That's fair. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that.
Anyways, before we go, our Sunday Select.
Yeah. Mine's Love Me or Hate Me by Lady Sovereign.
I wanted to go with a JID thing, but it's too early, so I'm gonna go.
The JID album's dope. I can already tell you.
Oh, it's amazing.
I've already
Shout out to our.
I honestly think I've already listened to it about
Shout out to our boy. We love
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, same.
But Lady Sovereign, Love Me or Hate Me.
I'm gonna go Bob Dylan, Masters of War.
Peace out.